Welcome to Storytime. I'm your host, Mrs. Sucker. Today, I'm going to read us the story, the true story of the Three Little Pigs, as told by A. Wolf. Now, I know we know the original story of the Three Little Pigs, but that story's always been told by the pigs. This time, we're going to listen to the wolf and see what his side of the story is. When we're done, we're going to draw a picture or write about whose side of the story we believe. So let's start reading. The True Story of the Three Little Pigs by A. Wolf. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. Now you can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But, like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold and I ran out of sugar. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now, this neighbor was a pig. And he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Very good. Can you believe it? I mean, who in their right mind would build a house out of straw? So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, "Little pig, are you in?" No answer. I'm thinking about the version that we know. When the little pig, when the big bad wolf says, little pig, let me." Very good. Sounds a little different. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed and very good. And I sneezed a great big sneeze. Yeah, I bet we know what happened. That whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig. Dead as a doornail. And he had been home the whole time. Yeah, I'm wondering what the wolf's going to do about the little pig. What do you think? Excellent. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw. So I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar. So I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little bit smarter, but not much. He had built his house out of, sticks. I rang the doorbell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, "Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in?" He yelled back, "Go away, Wolf. You can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin. I could see where they both had a problem. I could see where the wolf thought he said, "Come in," but the pig was talking about his chin. But let's read on and see. I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great big sneeze. Yikes. And you are not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. Now, you know food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but the cold was feeling a little bit better. And I still didn't have that cup of sugar from my dear old granny's cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had built his house of bricks. Very good, everyone. I knocked on the brick door. No answer. I called, "Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in?" And you know what that rude little porker answered? "Get out of here, Wolf. Don't bother me again." Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar and wouldn't give me even one little cup for my dear, sweet old granny's birthday cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I don't know. This sounds a little suspect. I huffed and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, "And your old granny can sit on a pin." That's not nice. Yeah, I could see where the wolf would be a little upset. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fella, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course I was trying to break down the pig's door, and the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found out about the two pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting. So they jazzed up the story with all of that huff and puff and blow your house down. And they made me the big bad wolf. That's it. That's the real story. I was framed. Boys and girls, thanks for reading a story with me. So like I said at the beginning, I want you to think about and draw a picture or write a story about whose side do you believe? Do you believe the story that we've always heard? Or do you believe the wolf?